Hello everyone and welcome back to Electro Solutions. Today, we are dealing with a Beko washing machine displaying the E11 error code. The symptoms are clear. The door locks, the water enters, but the drum does not rotate at all. Many people immediately assume the motor is burnt out, but is that really the case? Stay with me until the end of this video to understand the correct diagnosis and save yourself from unnecessary expenses. Before we start, if this is your first time watching, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our repair tutorials. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Now let's get to work. I have already removed the back cover and used a magnet to keep all the screws safe. This machine uses an inverter motor, which means it doesn't have brushes. Because of this, the testing process requires a bit more precision. The first thing we need to do is disconnect the motor plug. Be careful with these plastic clips. Press them gently so they don't break. This plug has 3 main pins, labeled U, V, and W. These pins will give us the definitive answer. Let's look at this diagram to understand the rule. When checking an inverter motor, we focus on the 3 main terminals, U, V, and W. We measure the resistance between U and V, which we call RUV. Next, we measure between V and W, which is RVW. Finally, we measure between U and W, which is RUW. For a healthy motor, all these values must be perfectly equal. RUV equals RVW equals RUW. Most importantly, the reading must not be 0, and it must not show OL. If all values are equal and stable, the motor is technically sound. I have a faulty Beko inverter motor here. Take a look at it. It looks very small and compact, but don't let the size fool you. This motor is a beast. It is incredibly powerful and reaches very high speeds during the spin cycle. Now let's set the multimeter to the ohm setting. Testing pins U and V gives us OL. This is a clear sign of a broken internal circuit. Now let's check U and W. Here we get about 13 ohms. But look at what happens when I test V and W. It shows OL again. This means the motor is internally damaged because the readings are not balanced and one phase is cut. Now for the most important test, the continuity or buzzer mode. We need to check for a short circuit to the chassis or the motor body. This faulty motor doesn't beep, which means there is no short to the ground, but it still failed the ohms test. Remember this rule. For a motor to be 100% healthy, it must pass both tests. Balanced ohms and no continuity to the body. If the ohms are fine but you hear a beep against the chassis, the motor is burnt and will destroy your control board. Now let's go back to our washing machine. Testing the ohms. Pin 1 and 2 gives 11.7. Pin 2 and 3 gives 11.8. And pin 3 and 1 gives 11.7. This motor is 100% healthy. The problem is not here. Since the motor is innocent, the real culprit is this inverter card. This is the board that failed to send the signal to the motor, causing the E11 error. After replacing it with this new one, look at the result. The machine is back to life, the error is gone, and the drum is spinning perfectly. Before I go, I want to show you the Beko Diagnostic App that I am currently developing. It makes reading error codes and finding solutions directly from your phone much easier. I hope this video was helpful and saved you from extra costs. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and let me know what you think of the app. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next repair video with Electro Solutions.